What if I told you that putting salt in your shoes could change your life forever? Not because of magic or myth, but because of niyyah, your intention. In Islam, even the smallest acts, a quiet dua, a single step taken with sincerity, can transform your destiny. Today, we explore how that metaphor, walking with salt, reflects lives being changed right now in the Quran, in war zones, in your own neighborhood. This isn't superstition, it's sacred symbolism. One step, one intention, eternal reward. Have you ever experienced a moment where something small, a prayer, a word, an action, shifted your entire life? Comment below. Your story could inspire someone else's turning point. Symbolism section. Putting salt in your shoes isn't about superstition, it's about intention. Salt is ancient. It purifies, preserves, and heals. And just like salt, our daily efforts, made with faith, cleanse our hearts and steady our path. In Islam, walking with purpose means walking with tawakkul, trust in Allah, sabr, patience, and remembrance. Every step we take with sincerity becomes an act of worship. So putting salt in your shoes is walking with barakah. It's grounding yourself in humility, steadying your soul with dhikr, and trusting the journey, even when you can't see the destination. What does walking in barakah look like for you? What small daily habit keeps your soul grounded in remembrance? Real modern story. In the heart of Gaza, where homes have become rubble and silence often follows sirens, faith still rises before the sun. Every morning, despite the chaos, a 13-year-old girl named Yusra carries her younger brother across shattered streets to reach what remains of their family shelter. Her sandals are worn thin, but her steps are heavy with strength. Before she moves a stone, she whispers, Bismillah. Before each breath, she remembers Allah. Yusra never misses Fajr. In the pitch-black early hours, she lays a piece of cloth on the dust and bows her head, not in despair, but in submission. Her neighbors call her sabr ki misal, the example of patience. She has lost her school, her father, her home, but not her salt, her intention. Her soul walks with Allah. What the world sees as a girl navigating war, Allah sees as a servant walking with barakah. Her salt in the shoes is not superstition. It's her will to take one more step with faith, one more prayer, one more whispered dua. Though the world is collapsing, she whispers, Ya Allah, I still believe. And this is the silent power Islam teaches us. Resilience shaped by tawakkul, not fear. When the world shakes, the believer walks. What gives you strength during your hardest trials? Mention someone, alive or past, whose unwavering faith inspires your steps. Qur'anic parallel, Prophet Musa, a sea, and the Red Sea. Picture this. The Red Sea in front of you, an army of Pharaoh's soldiers behind. Your people are panicking, hope is drowning, and escape seems impossible. But in that moment, Prophet Musa, As, stands firm. He doesn't pace or panic. He says, with complete certainty, Indeed, with me is my Lord. He will guide me. Surah Ash-Shu'ara, 26:62. And then by Allah's command, the sea parts. Not after planning, not after guarantees, but after faith, after niyyah. That first step into the salt water, that was his moment of putting salt in his shoes. It wasn't superstition. It was submission. Musa, A.S., didn't need to see the outcome. He only needed to trust the one who controls outcomes. Every drop of salt water that split in two didn't just make a path through the sea. It shattered fear, doubt, and disbelief. And today, your own Red Sea might not look like walls of water, but it could be an illness, a decision, a heartbreak, a loss. And the only way through is forward, with Allah. When you walk with tawakkul, the impossible opens.
That's the real salt in your shoes, taking that one hard step, soaked in trust. In Islam, we aren't promised ease. We're promised that Allah is with us. And when He is, the sea parts. Every single time. Which verse of the Quran gives you strength to take steps when you're afraid? Share it. Your ayah might be someone else's answer. I've tried this. Not literally putting salt in my shoes, but something deeper, starting every day with niyyah. Whether I'm going into a meeting, praying, or just calling a friend, I pause and say, Bismillah. I started writing this down in a journal. Ya Allah, purify my steps. And I noticed things shifted, not instantly, not dramatically, but quietly. My anxiety softened. My direction became clearer. The doors I needed began to open, not because of a ritual, but because of reliance. That's what salt symbolizes: purity, preservation, and purpose. When we walk with intention, we don't just move, we move with meaning. Try this duo today. Say it out loud, write it down, walk it.
Ya Allah, put barakah in every step I take. Purify my intentions and keep my heart firm on your path. Write Amin if you'll try starting your day with this intention tomorrow, and tag someone who needs this gentle reminder. Call to action salt, sitting on a shelf, doesn't preserve anything. Faith, without action, stays a hope. Today, choose one thing and walk it out with tawakkul. Pray with full focus. Start the thing you've been delaying, apologize, forgive, apply, speak the truth. Even if your hands shake, take the step. The Prophet said, tie your camel, then trust in Allah. Tirmidhi. That's what salt in your shoes really means. Action plus tawakkul. Chichis, transformation. Walk with purpose. Not just because it feels right, but because Allah is watching your niyyah, your stride, and your surrender. What one action will you take today that requires both effort and trust in Allah? Write it below. Let this be your commitment.